actually touched on, the black community. You touched a bit on what Biden said about you ain't black if you don't vote for him. Um, Now, being a black man, your community is often very much invoked by both political parties for better or worse. What are your thoughts on that, and what political issues do you actually see affecting the black community more?
Well, I think some sort of political issues that we're facing right now. Well, it's not just, I don't think it's just black people, but anybody. And this is the topic of police brutality. Now, of course, everybody heard about the story about George Floyd and what happened to him. Like he got killed by an officer putting his knee to his neck. And of course, there have been like countless like riots and protests going on right now.
And this is actually worse than the Rodney King situation because this guy's dead and he was just beaten to a pulp.
Right. And so it seemed to me like it's not just a black thing, but just brutality in general is like something that affects everybody. And so I think we need to actually do something about it and actually change like how we conduct things for the police stuff. But I also want to say that I don't support Black Lives Matter either for my own personal reasons. Of course, everybody is against police brutality. Like, there's no disagreement about that.
Yeah, those
But
motherfuckers think they're untouchable and get away with anything. Like I've had numerous run-ins with them. Like fuck those motherfuckers.
right. So the main reason why I don't support Black Lives Matter is because like a lot of the people, not just like the individual activists, but the leaders themselves are just blatantly just anti-white and anti-cop and think that all cops are bastards, which is not true. Yes, there are bad cops, that's true, but not all of them are like bastards. And so, for
I mean,
example, oh, you can go on. Sorry.
yeah, well, it's fine. I was just gonna say that. I mean, it's true with like I always tell black people, if you really think the cops specifically go after you real well, you should actually see what they do to people in the trailer parks.
Right, right. And
Like,
so and so I think of course it's anti-white, anti-cop because first of all there was this guy, he used to be part of Black Lives Matter. His name was DeRay McKinnon, and he said on like AJ Plus that according like we said earlier that black people cannot be racist against white people because of prejudice and barrier. And of course, there was also this founder for Black Lives Matter Canada. She also stated that please, Allah, don't give me the strength, give me the strength to actually not kill white people. And it was also crazy. So then there was also this one instance where they went to there was like some sort of gay pride parade in Canada, and Black Lives Matter also interrupted that gay pride parade. There was also the incidents about, of course, the library where people were just reading books and they just stormed in and just said Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And then also I remember this clip from 2015 where these activists they just put up a sign and it said like pigs in a blanket fried them like bacon and some sort of stupid crap. And then also I remember some sort of like one of the founders stated that she was inspired by like this cop killer. Her name was like Asada Shakur, and that's like the main inspiration for Black Lives Matter. And so I personally, even though it's like, 2020, and maybe the movement have changed since 2015, but it's like one of the main reasons why I cannot trust that movement is because of what happened and what we know and what we documented from 2015. And so hopefully it would change their attitude or how they approach stuff because honestly, that kind of stuff is just cancerous. But getting back to like your question, like of course, police brutality affects everybody. I also think that for like urban neighborhoods, that we should actually focus more on like improving schools because sometimes the schools are also run down. Like of course, the books are not up to date, and of course, materials are also not up to date. And so I think it would be nice if we can actually fix the school systems and actually make it nice for people to get their educations or sometimes find good teachers and actually connect with the students. Because if you don't actually get good teachers, students will not connect. And so it's really important to actually, get qualified teachers to make, students learn about different topics like math or science and history and so on. As far as the other issue that I noticed within the Black community is also the issue of like having no fathers, because a lot of families, they don't have fathers because they're in jail. And of course, like a lot of the stuff that they're in jail for obviously is like drug related. I think it's like as high, I'm not sure if it's true or not. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's probably as high as like 70% are in jail because of some sort of drug related crime. And so I think by legalizing like stuff like marijuana, it would probably actually help that kind of situation go down. And also, I believe that they should probably, value the family system more, because obviously to, raise kids in an environment without their father and actually just have their mom is not that great, because it takes two to tango. You need to actually have both parents to learn about different values and different lessons to grow up. And so when you have, of course, like nobody to look up for as a father figure, I don't think it's actually really healthy.
And